Hello everyone, it's Chrissy here from the Creative Eclectic. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from Brisbane, Australia. Hope you're having a lovely evening. It's Tuesday night, so it's time for our Tuesday night Facebook Live. Hope you are all having a great day. We'll just wait a couple of moments and see who's going to be joining us tonight. Tonight we're doing a fun fold card, and it's I think it'll be a bit of fun for you. It looks hard, but it's quite simple. And this fun fold is a special request from Megan. Hi Glenda. Oh, lovely to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday and it's not too cold up where you are at the moment. I was talking to some people up there and they said it's a bit cool up at your neck of the woods at the moment. Yeah. So now this is an example of the card that we're making. It isn't the card that I'm making tonight. We're using different papers. Hi Glenda L, lovely to see you. So this is the card. It pops up. Oops, it's supposed to pop up. So it's quite pretty, but we're doing a Christmas version of this. Hope you're well, Glenda. So it pops out like that. I got a bit squished sitting on my table, but yeah, that's it. And then it folds back in nice and flat, and it mails flat. So that's a card I'm going to show you tonight. So we'll just wait for a couple more people to hop on and watch. Hope everyone's having a really great week. I had the best day today. I got to go out to lunch with two of my best friends and one of their daughters, and I got to have new baby cuddles. So I had the best day. Had lots of cuddles with little Teddy, and I am so excited because it was the first time that I'd seen him, and he was born at the beginning of June, so he's just still little. Yeah. So let's close that up. So this is the, as I said, we're not making this exact card, but we're using it as a base for our next card. So I'm doing a Christmas card. I've pre-done my stamping because I want to concentrate on the hard bits. So let's see what we have. So I've got a base card, and then this is just half an A4 sheet, and I've scored it down the middle at 10.5 centimeters. Okay. Well, that's great, Glenda L. Oh, thank you, Glenda. So it does look clever. It's probably easier than what you think. So I've then got, for this project, I've got a piece of designer series paper for the front. Now this is 10 centimeters by 14.5 centimeters, and I am doing it all in centimeters because, oh thank you, they really need doing again, Glenda L. I've just got to get them through the next 2 weeks, and then I can get them done again before I go away. Okay, so we've got a piece for the front. So this is the Stargazing paper, and I'm using this one because I know that Brenda and Ray have this one, and also because I don't have a lot of Christmas paper yet. And I also have 2 pieces for the inside. This is actually all from the same sheet. I just used opposite sides. So these again, 10 centimetres by 14.5 centimetres. All right. Then we're going to have a strip of black. Now you could use whatever colour card base that you want. This strip of black is, now I've written it down, it's 11 centimetres long by 3.5 centimetres wide, and I have scored it at 1.5 centimetres, 6.5 centimetres and 9 centimetres. So I just moved it along 5 and 3, yeah. So that's that, and I've scored it and I've folded it, so you get a piece that looks, hang on, let me move this out of the way. You get a piece that looks like this. Okay, it's sort of like a funny Z. Then I have 2 bits of Designer Series paper to fit in, or fit in the on here. So I believe that one is 4.8 centimetres by 3.25, and that's 3.25 by 2.8, I think. Pretty close. So, all right. Hi, Jodie. Okay. And the next piece we'll need, and don't tell me I've lost it. I have. How can I have lost it? Oh goodness. Oh, well, the next piece we'll need is a bit for the inside, and this is 10 centimetres long by 6.5 centimetres wide. Now we'll need another piece of cardstock, and that piece, oh here, no, I double checked I had everything. Oh, here it is. Now this is 5.5 centimetres by 3.5 centimetres as well, and I've scored it at 1.5 and 4.5, so there's 3 centimetres between those 2 score lines. Okay, all right. Hi, Megan. So we've got our supplies plus any other extra bits that you're going to decorate your card with. So I'm using the Regal reindeers, so I've done all of that, most of the decorating. So we're just concentrating on doing our fun fold card, and because today is the 25th of July, happy Christmas in July. And so this is the type of card we're doing, and this should pop up a bit more. It got a bit squished, but as you can see, so it's pretty cute card. All right, it got a bit squished, but we'll so we're doing it with different things today just because we can. All right, so we're going to start with the easy bits first, okay? So I've got my piece of Stargazing for the front, and I'm just going to put that on. Now you'll need some scissors or paper snips, and you'll need some glue or some strong adhesive like tear and tape or something. I'm just spreading this glue on from And as I said, I've done it all in centimetres. Well, I've done it all in centimetres because I did this particular card years and years ago, and I had it all written down in centimetres. So, but you could use this as part of, this card actually as part of a scrapbook. If you were doing one of those fancy fold-out scrapbooks, you could use it for that. Oh, you did your Christmas in July on Saturday the 22nd. Oh, and Glenda had a Christmas in July lunch today, and another one on Friday. Yeah, well, we went out for lunch and had baby cuddles, as I said, and it was just lovely. We went to this Thai restaurant called Kin, and it was just lovely. And what was even better is my friend, one of my friends that I went with, she, because she's been unwell and I've been dropping off food and soup and stuff for her for a few months, she shouted me lunch. So that was even better. And I should have had cocktails. That was so unexpected and so lovely. And yeah, and of course, yeah, it was lovely having baby cuddles with my friend's grandson. And yeah, and so I'm all clucky now. Well, not really clucky, but you know, I do like baby cuddles until they get cranky. And I think he's about 7-8 weeks old now. And he's had his first needles, so that's lovely. So this piece of DSP, so we've got 2 pieces here. Again, these are the same size as the one on the front. Now, there are a couple of little tricks for this one. So that's the front bit. So next bit we're going to work on is, oh, while we've got our glue out, we'll just stick this piece of DSP on here as well. So this is all this DSP, as I said before, is all from the one sheet of the Stargazing. I just cut it in different places. And you need to make sure that your pattern carries on. All right, that's what I forgot to say. You don't want to, I didn't want to put that on that side because it would look weird because the pattern wouldn't flow. Okay. All right. So this piece of cardstock was 10 centimetres by 6 centimetres. Oh, sorry, 6.5, and then the DSP was just that fraction smaller. All right, we'll put that one out of the way. So we've got this piece here. So I've already scored it at, move that out of the way too, at 1.5 centimetres, and then again at 4.5, so there's 3 centimetres between those 2 score lines. I'm just going to grab my bone folder and just make sure that they are nicely scored. Now, what you need to do is you need to find out where the centre of it is, and then cut. So we've got our little piece here. So I've already marked it on the other side. See, we're going to cut all the way up the centre. See, I'm sort of prepared today. How good is that? And then we're sort of going to cut next to it. So you're sort of taking a bit of a, try and do it straight, a bit of a chunk out of it, up to that second score line. Okay, I'm just going to cut that off. So it makes like a little pair of jeans. That's probably a little pair of pants or trousers or whatever you like to call it. So it's about in the centre. All right, that just gives it some momentum. All right, so let's pop these bits over here. So, oh, this piece is the reverse side of this piece. So all of these pieces are all from the one sheet. Okay. So what we need to do is these two little pieces. This is like our little mechanism, right? So one piece, now this is the hardest bit of the whole card. It does look like legs. All right, so you've got, so we're going to basically turn it over. So we've got a short score, then another short, a medium one, and then the long and the little one. Okay, so this is the back side. On this bit, on this top one, we're going to put glue on the bottom, right? And then only on that top piece, and then on the other piece we're going to put glue there. So you might use tear and tape as well, or instead. And we're going to pop this, so the glue on the bottom sticks to the cardstock, and I might have done mine a bit thinner than 3.5 when I did it. And the top, you got to take it all the way to that fold and then wipe off any excess. So you need your trusty little baby wipe. Yeah. Now this card's especially for you, Megan. You asked for a fun fold, so this is exactly what you're getting. Okay. Now you want to make sure that they're straight. Then you're going to fold that top piece over so that you get something that looks a bit like that. All right, so it's sort of like so that bit's stuck to that side and this bit's stuck to that thing there. Okay, so right now we're going to turn it over and we'll bring back our base card. Now you want to sort of have this in the center. Now you could, let's put our pattern paper on here so you know. We're going to just put our pattern paper on so it doesn't, so that little bit there was the almost, I think in my mind, I found that the hardest bit, getting that bit right. I'll put a piece of pattern paper there. So this is the same, again from the same sheet, it's just a different part of the paper. Now again, you want to make sure you're, you could use different paper if you had it. And I'm using this paper because I don't have any Christmas paper as yet. So, next month I'll have Christmas paper. So you've got your fold line. Whoops. Got your fold line like that. So you've got this funny sort of a Z shape. So we're going to pop this here. So try and centre it top to bottom. It doesn't really matter, but it does look good if it's sort of centre. And we're just going to put some glue or tape if you've got it on this bit here. Okay. Now when we close our card up, that bit is going to stick to the front cover. All right. That's what we want it to do. Okay, and just rub it nicely. You can use your bone folder. Okay. So the white piece is underneath. Yes, that's right. Okay. Then, oops. This is probably where you do need to use some tear and tape. Okay. All right, so you've got these two bits. Now this bit here, when you close it up, you want it to be so that it'll sort of fold out. Sort of fold down. It's a bit hard to show you. So it sort of goes to the edge. I'll say that it goes to the edge, and then it probably won't work. So fingers crossed, people. Almost to the edge. Okay. All right. So then when you close it, if you've done it right, whoops, so it needs to be a bit further in from the edge. Okay. When you close it, so we've worked out it needs to be probably about a centimetre in from the 1.5 centimetres in from the edge. Okay. So when you close it, that just sort of folds down, okay? So then, when you open it, it pops up. So then you've got this piece here. So you're going to put, does that make sense? So that white piece is attached to the base. Okay, I've got a bit of adhesive stuck on there. Let's see if I've got an eraser up here. Probably not. So what I'll have to do is just rub that off, that glue off with my finger. It's a bit sticky. If you have a what do you call it, an embossing buddy, just put the embossing, and you get glue where you don't want it, put the embossing buddy over top of the, run it over top of the glue. That'll get rid of it. Okay, so then when you're folding this down, you want it so this piece, this edge here lines up with that edge there. Okay, so you put a bit of glue on here. You know that that's going to fold forward. Oops. Try and centre it top to bottom. So when it closes, it'll close in flat. Should close in flat. So then when it opens, it'll go like this, and I've got wayward glue. See? So when it closes, that bit folds in. When it opens, it pops up. Okay? So we're doing this as a Christmas card, but we're doing it that way. Okay, so I've got a little bit of excess glue that keeps coming off. I'm going to wipe that. Now the lady who taught me this, she actually does have a YouTube channel in India of all places, and but I'll have to find it. She doesn't have measurements or anything on her thing, and I've put that in the wrong place because you can see it's not even from the top to the bottom. It's not centered, but you know what we're doing here. All right, so let's just put that aside for a second, let it dry a little bit, and get to decorating the front of our card. So I've just cut out this piece, and I've used the Regal Reindeers set, which is what we used in our class on Saturday, and that was lots of fun. So thank you for the ladies who came. Oh, hi Carolyn, lovely to see you. It is the best DSP. I think that it's lovely. And Carolyn, while I'm remembering, I think you asked me about refills for the scoring blade on the trimmer, and they're available from the as online exclusives now. Okay, yes, it is a word, Glenda. It is an interesting little bit of trickiness. All right, so I want to put a sentiment on the inside of my card. I've cut these with the dies, what are they called? There's something corners, countryside corners, I think they are. They come as part of a bundle. Oh, so this is the paper that we use today, this Stargazing paper. And yeah, it's just beautiful. Just seeing if I can find these countryside corners. Yeah. So they come as part of a bundle, and I didn't realise that this stamp is just one stamp. So you can stamp it and then cut out all the different shapes. So I had only bought the dies because I'm thinking, oh, I don't understand that. But it's one stamp, so yeah, so that's a really great, I think. Yes, I have got that star background. It's lovely, Megan. Yeah. All right, so we want to use a sentiment on the inside of our card. My stamps are a little bit dirty because I did the class on Saturday and then did a catch-up class for someone yesterday, so I haven't. Yes, she did. She did, Megan. Oh, you're good. We borrow each other's stamp sets all the time. Well, not all the time. When we get a chance. I didn't order anything from the sale. I was very, very good. And my car went in to get fixed. The ongoing saga of the car went in to get fixed today. It went in last week and they didn't fix it. And they put a new chip in it today. So hopefully it's fixed, but I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I drive it later in the week. All right, so I've stamped this in Starry Sky, and the sentiment says, wishing you a wonderful season filled with all the good things that warm your heart and lift your spirit. I just thought that was a really, really pretty sentiment. And I'll give that a bit of a clean. Okay. Now, I've already stamped these reindeer. So I stamped them in pecan pie, depending on whereabouts in the world you live. And yes, I'm crossing everything at Glenda that it's fixed now. Yeah, and thank you, Jodie. Yes. So I've done these 2 reindeer. I've just stamped them in pecan pie. Because the paper had berry burst in it, I went round the edge of the blankets in berry burst. So all I did was I grabbed my block, and I grabbed my Wink of Stella, and I just put a bit of ink on the block like this. Just a teeny bit of ink just in the corner, and I just use that to colour it in. Now I made a mistake and I coloured my blanket the wrong colour, so I'm just going to go over that on that one. So I did berry burst, and I did I've already done berry burst underneath, so I'm just going over it with the Starry Sky. Because I want one to have a blue blanket. So it's sort of going to be a purpley blue. So this is a really good way to colour if you don't want to do water painting, because it watercolours as such, because it dries super quick, and all you have to do is just run your aqua painter over your bits. And yeah, I was going to put trees in the background, but I don't know that I will. I think I'll just do the 2 reindeer, and might put Peace on Earth up the top here, just because that bit's a bit blank. Oh, the fence card, is that the one you mean, Megan, with the fence? Because I've done a lattice and a fence one. I think the white one is a fence, and then I don't think I've shared the lattice one. It's a what do you call that colour? It's a very vanilla one. Yeah, that fence one was really, really lovely. Yeah, that's a fence. Yeah. It was really easy to make. It's just made with scraps that were embossed with the embossing folder, and then I just die cut all the flowers and coloured them with my blends. So we're going to put this reindeer on some, I'm just using black dimensionals because that's what I've got on hand. I'm just going to double dimensional him, so 2 layers of dimensionals. Him, her. I think it's a him because they have, I think the male reindeers are the ones that have the really big horns, or antlers, that's what they're called, antlers. I think that's what I Yeah. So I'm just doing a couple of those. Now I've just down the bottom used my Wink Stella with some lemon lime twist to just do the grass. I could have stamped the grass, but I'll pop this reindeer here. Okay, now this reindeer we're going to have him set back a little bit. So he's only going to need one layer of dimensionals. If you're going to make that white one at home, what I would do is I would actually have a ruler or some grid paper on hand so you can get your spacing right between the things. So we've got our 2 reindeers there, so that's a bit to go on the front. I think I might just move that bit off. I'm not completely happy with that, where it sits. So I'm just going to take that off and use some tear and tape to put it in the right spot. No one's going to see that messy bit. It would annoy me if it wasn't centered. And the tear and tape is just that little bit stronger. Now, for my Brisbane peeps, I'm doing a garage sale this Saturday from 9 till 12, and I'm selling off all my retired stuff. So there's some bargains to be had. Well, 90% of my retired stuff I'm selling. There's stuff that is from the US that we couldn't get here when from the time that we didn't have the same things in our catalogues. So that whoever gets that's going to be happy. They're more vintage sort of sets. Okay. I'm trying to see if that's... So that'll be better. Okay. Oops, it's crooked now. Ah. That'd be right. But it's okay. So I'm going to stick my sentiment on here. I want to just stick it down flat. Let's put some little stars on that too. Just so it doesn't look so, what's the word, bare maybe. Just stamp them off a bit. Are they stars? Are they snowflakes? They're probably snowflakes. I need to move that up, sorry. Have a few around the edge, just to fill it in. There we go. That looks a bit better. Right, so we're just going to stick this down flat onto our piece here. Now this is sort of an upside down opening card. You can have it open whatever way you want. I'm having it open upside down. Okay, so that's up the top when you open it. And you could put a piece here to write on. All right, so we're going to close this up. There we go, close that up. Press it down. Pop this bit on the front. Yeah, I think it needs some stars on there too. Definitely needs some bling. It is an interesting fold. Yeah, I thought so too, Jodie. When I went through my book, because I've got a book of all the card folds that I've done over the years, and I went through my book and I found it and I went, oh, that's good. And I haven't seen anyone doing anything like that recently, so I thought, well, let's do something a bit different. Because once you see one person do something and then you see lots of other people do it. And that looks a bit better. I'm going to put this on the front with some black dimensionals. And I think that one of the tricks for this card is make sure you use your bone folder to really crease the score lines. Okay, I had spent ages before when I was prepping it, just making sure that those score lines are nice and crisp. Okay. Now I've got one more step after this, and my mystery stampers will know what it is. Can anyone tell me what's the very last step? Yes, Jodie, got it in one. Bling. It does look like a movie screen that pops up, and oops, you've just got to be careful that you don't stick it where you don't want to. So you've got to make sure that so this has got a little bit of excess glue on it. So what I'm going to do is get my embossing buddy, and that'll get rid of that glue, okay? Because otherwise it'll stick where you don't want it to. So I think that that's nice like that. And it's quite a simple fold. Now, I think we might use the adhesive back sparkle gems today instead of the sequins. I think that the sparkle gems will be just perfect. So I promised myself I would be finished by 8 o'clock tonight. So what I am going to do, so our reindeer's got a bauble. So I'm going to put a couple of sparkly ones off the page over here. The silvery sparkly ones. I have about 5 of those, I think. One up there. So that's 3. And I'll do another one over here. Over here. Now I'm going to do something on that bauble. So I think we'll do like a copper one. Actually, no. I think we'll do a black one because he'll stand out more. Or it will stand out more. Yeah, the black one will stand out more. There we go. If you had the festive pearls, they would work really well on this one too. So that is our little fun fold card for tonight, made with the reindeer. What's it called? The Regal Reindeer, which is in the annual catalogue. And if you're a demo, tomorrow you get to see the new mini catalogue and get to pre-order from that next month, the Christmas one. So this is in the annual catalogue, and it's made with the Stargazing paper. So I thought that was a bit Christmassy, even though it's not a Christmas, it's good for Christmas. Oh, you'll be adding that to your to-do list. Well, that's good. Just make sure that you haven't got any excess glue on the inside. Now, you could, if you turned it around that way, that'd be okay too. That'd work. The other one that I did, which I hadn't quite finished, it hasn't got any embellishments on it. And it opens sideways, and it doesn't, I'm not as happy with that one because this bit here is, for some reason, it's bent, and I don't know why. But anyway, for some reason it bent, but it still works, but not quite as well. I think it's this to do with this bit. Anyway, but yeah, so it's a fun card to try. Well, this was the first time I'd done it in many, many years, probably 6 or 7 years. So I had to remember how to do it, but I do like how this one turned out, and I think this one turned out much better. So that's it. And yeah, if I turned that the other way, it could have popped out that way. Now you could use that in a scrapbook, so you could, as yeah, like the back, that could attach to one of the fold out bits of your scrapbook. So it doesn't just have to be a card. So that's our card for tonight. Hope you have a really great week, and I hope to see heaps of you at my garage sale next Saturday. And I'm only selling craft stuff, so our friends asked us what we were going to do without a garage because they thought we were selling our garage. Lost in translation there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the card, and yeah, we shall see you all soon. And I finished before 8 o'clock. How good is that? Oh, don't forget bonus days. You've only got 5. You'd have to leave Friday night. Well, you can stay over, Megan. Yeah, we don't forget bonus days. You've got 5 days left to earn your bonus days coupons. So yeah, until next time, happy creating and bye for now.